Wow, I didn't know there was going to be snowing that much today. You know, I was thinking of going outside to have some fun, whether it's to go shopping with my cousins or talking to some of my friends at the community center. But because of how unbelievably cold it is outside, that's why until the weather gets better, I'm going to stay inside and do what I usually do when I'm home. I don't know what you all do, but for me, some of the things that I do when I'm home is to clean and declutter rooms that are in my family's house, while also learning how to cook, code in different programming languages, and play new guitar songs. But for today, what I want to talk about is me finishing my online course about programming in Java. It took me a long time and almost 800 lessons to get that done, but in the end, I finally got my next certificate. Let me tell you about what I did since the first day I started learning about it until today. You know, I actually got that course back in 2018 after I got that as a gift. But because I had a really bad health issue at that time, I had to take a long break to recover my health, which meant that I couldn't work on that course or record new videos for you to watch until I got myself better. Even then, I didn't think about that course because I found out that I had disabilities until I reminded myself about that course a few years later. Even then, I didn't think about that course because I found out that I had disabilities until I was reminded about that course a few years later. Since then, even though I knew that the course will always be there for me, whether I am young or old, I've been working on that course every day until I completed it because I was giving myself as much effort as I could to get at least one of my life goals accomplished. Anyways, what I learned from that course was about everything you would need to type down to run your program successfully. There is a long list of them, but what I first learned about when I started out were things like variables, conditions, loops, lesson object-oriented programming like composition, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Later on, I then learned about arrays, lists, interfaces and enums, lambdas, sets and maps, and collections. Finally, the last thing that I learned from that course were about regular expressions, which is called regex for short, input and output, also called I/O, concurrency and multi-threading, debugging, and how to use JavaFX. Okay, as I already said, that was a lot of things for me to learn, but what was important was about how they were all used when you were programming in Java. Now that I'm done learning how to code in Java, the next thing that I'm going to be learning is about how to use Unreal Engine and how to code in C++, which is the second thing that was gifted to me back then. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy watching this video. If you already know how to program in Java, or if you are also learning how to code in that programming language, please leave a comment in the comments section below. But anyways, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, or clicking on the bell.